We come to you live from sunny Southern California. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams here at Staples Center, the house that Jerry built.
Jerry Buss or Jerry West?
One's a logo, but both, Jay, are legends. The opening tip won by the Lakers as we get started here at Staples Center. Short jumper misses.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
It's James controlling the offense. LeBron James missed his first. That one goes.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them. Ed, I'm going to gloat about my old team here for a second. Did you know the Bulls are the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships and never lose an NBA Finals series in their history?
6-0 right now. It helped to have a guy named MJ. But, Jay, think about this. If he's not gone those 2 seasons, maybe it's 8 straight Finals wins. The screen sets him up for 2.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
James to Davis. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there. Dunn to Wendell Carter. Nice pass to set things up.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Davis. Kuzma. LeBron James. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Dunn to Wendell Carter. Trying to cash in. And it's Kuzma able to clear the rebound. LeBron into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Oh, Carter with the rejection.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Carter to Porter from long range. And the Lakers with the rebound. Missed it. How'd that not go down?
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
5 to shoot for the Bulls. Has a look. And he scores on the step back.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
LeBron James with the rock to Cousins. The rebound cleared by the Bulls. Dunn to Zach LaVine. To Porter. Nothing going here on that drive. Dunn to Porter. 4-3. Textbook defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Deep 3 at the buzzer. First quarter's complete with the Bulls in front. On to the second quarter. Neither team sees control in the first. Some interesting things, though, certainly on display.
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
To James. Davis. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Markkanen to Porter. That's no good. LeBron with it up top, trailing by 4. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
LeBron James at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 73%. Free throw's good to cement the 3-point play. The lead is back down to 1. To Markkanen. Porter to Chris Dunn. Levine to Chris Dunn. Perfect feed to set up the basket. Across the timeline comes James. They're down 3. Kuzma up against Porter. To Cousins. From the painted area, won't go down. Dunn. Gets it in the left corner. To Chris Dunn. Levine. Chicago with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. Shot no good there by Levine. Lakers at the controls right now. James to Kyle Kuzma. Danny Green to Davis. Almost unlucky bounce. Dunn to Wendell Carter. A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
LeBron into the front court. 5-point game. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Levine.
1 minute remaining in the second quarter.
Markkanen to Zach Levine. Back to shoot for the Bulls. DeMarcus Cousins with a piece. This will get out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Dunn. Porter. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Cousins to Kyle Kuzma. James, and knocks it down. And Jay, so much better to get that three-point shot than one instead from 22 feet.
Crafty, Ed. I love the fact that he was able to have the awareness to get his feet behind the three-point line.
No good. Desperation shot here from half court. So we head to intermission, all tied up in what's been a tight one from the start. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Lakers are locked in a tie after 2 quarters. It's obvious how these guys scored the majority of their points, and that's in the paint. They did a great job of scoring down low. These are the guys getting buckets. The Bulls are all tied up on the scoreboard after 2 quarters. It's obvious how these guys scored the majority of their points, and that's in the paint. They did a great job of scoring down low. Have a look at the leading scorers.
First half stats. Player of the half.
The chosen one looked great in the first half. He was constantly fighting for position in the paint and owning the boards.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Fellas, back to you.
All even to the first half of play as we get rolling once again here in the third quarter. Levine to Markkanen.
Screen coming your way, screen coming your way.
To Levine. Zach Levine doing what he does best.
A 2-time dunk champion, I love watching Zach Levine play. But you can't become obsessed with just attacking the rim. You have to continue to expand your game and really give Chicago that lead guard that they haven't had since D. Rose.
James to Kyle Kuzma. Anthony Davis. Not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come. AD, is he a new age big?
Easy answer is yes. He is Mr. Versatility. He can do everything on both the offensive and the defensive end. He can fight the post, battle for position. He can protect the rim. Plus, if you switch, he can guard guards on the perimeter. That's what you love about AD. You need something, he has an answer for you.
James into the front court. The score, 14-all. To Wendell Carter. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Los Angeles, they have it. James to Danny Green. Finish that.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Screen coming. And he's fouled. And he earns a trip to the line.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
LeBron James has got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. Knocks down the first. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. It's Chicago ball. Dunn to Markkanen. Dunn to Zach LaVine. Goes to the left side. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's what you like to see. Dunn. It was well defended. Finds a way to hit the 3.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Chris Dunn. Huge block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Chris Dunn. Markkanen. Here comes the screen.
Screen come on your left.
LaVine to Markkanen. 24-second violation. LeBron James. Rebound comes to Chicago. Dunn to LaVine. Here comes the screen. Fires the 3. This young man with a great stroke, even when it's well defended.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain 3s.
Oh, Carter with the rejection. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The Bulls have the lead. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the 4th quarter. And, Jay, they have got to get something going quick. They have not looked good at all through 3 quarters.
Well, here's the problem. Guys are out here a little bit lethargic, a little bit lackadaisical, and sometimes great teams think they can just turn the light switch on whenever they want. That's not the way great teams need to operate to win championships. That light needs to stay on all the time.
Dunn to Markkanen. Deep two there, won't go. Danny Green to Davis. Carter comes away with it. To Zach LaVine. Markkanen to LaVine. Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall. Davis to Danny Green. Defense making the ball carrier work. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
That's out of bounds off a ball. Danny Green. James to Danny Green. And scores. Jay, what makes LeBron so special on the offensive end?
Well, first and foremost, look at that frame. 6'9", 265 pounds with the agilities of a guard. He can blow by you. If he dips that shoulder, there's no way. There is nobody in the NBA that can guard that man one-on-one.
A shot, no good by Green. Dunn to Wendell Carter. Can't miss those. Shot from the lane, won't go. DeMarcus Cousins pins it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Zach LaVine. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Davis. Terrific vision. The Bulls with the rebound. He wants it at the rim and scores.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
LBJ with it. Lauri Markkanen snatching it out of the air. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Nope, first one does not go. Good bounce back, hits his second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Knocked loose. You've got to get that one to go.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
James to Davis. Nothing going here on that drive. Zach LaVine swats it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
And they're going to play this one out to its conclusion as we get an intentional foul. That means free throws coming up in what is a 7-point game.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning a timeout.
Able to convert on both free throws. Straight on three. At the buzzer. Hits the late three at the buzzer, but it's not going to be enough. This game is all over. The Bulls take this one as they get a good win on the road. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Bulls were solid in today's victory. And these are the kind of highlights I love to see. Check out the defensive effort that turns so many shots into really embarrassing moments. The Lakers couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Game stats. Player of the game.
And what we have here are highlights worth 1,000 words. There's no question he stood out amongst the rest in today's matchup.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. These are the top 3 plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.